Okay, it is okay to cry. You can't hold it in. We know you can't change the world. You can't change, anything. You can only change yourself. And we, as wives, are here to help support you and have your back. So if you need to cry, cry, regardless of what society says don't do. You don't have to go sit in the bus stop and cry.
Right.
You can cry at home on her shoulder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
We are back again.
is the mic on?
Is the mic on?
Check this out though. We've got these new lavalier microphones.
Ooh.
I'm looking at the wrong side of the phone, so I'm hoping that this is going to pick up our voice and you'll be able to hear us a bit more clearer because we've got some radio audience now.
Yes. Hey, everybody out there in radio world.
Yes. What's the name of the station?
TapTheMicRadio.com.
TapTheMicRadio.com.
Right.
So again, welcome to another episode of Is the Mic On?
This is Dear Laurie Leslie. This
Yes.
is our Thursday segment. And so guess what? We got some more feedback. And so pumped about it. I just want to read the last letter that came through. This is no profile needed. Thank you.
No profile needed.
Mm-hmm.
How intriguing.
Very, very.
Do you know us, like, personally? Who are you?
Who are you? It's so mysterious.
Right. It's kind of sexy.
I
right?
like it.
Okay.
Right.
I like that.
I like that. All right. So he sent this letter, or she sent this letter. I'm assuming
We
it's a
don't know,
man,
right?
just behind the topic. But he says, or she says, let's keep it 100. Majority of women would not be receptive of a man, husband, partner of a long-term relationship saying, honey, teach me how to love you. Oh, by the way, this is in response to Teach Me How to Love video.
Right. So if you haven't watched that, we'll link that email below. We should have written down the path so that our radio audience could find it too. But since we didn't go to Dear Laurie Leslie, if you search Dear Laurie Leslie in YouTube, we'll come up, and then just click on our Teach Me How to Love video.
Yes. All right. So it says, women love to hear words. Men understand showing love and lust in actions. Most men are taught not to verbally express their emotions in words or tears since men struggle to verbally express sorrow, hurt, concern, and worry. America has taught men they are weak or inferior if they are expressive outside of anger. Let me give you a few examples. Women are allowed to publicly cry, yell, rant, or break down, and America has empathy for them. It could be PMS, postpartum depression, hormone imbalance, stress, etc. However, men have been taught to man up and take things on the chin and provide, protect. Well, we can't do those things if we're busy being depressed or struggling. We both can't be crying and carrying on. No, we can't. All right, so I do know how to love you. Let's work on deepening our love connection. So you do know how to love.
Do you?
Do you? Okay.
So if we can go back up to the first part of that, no profile needed, says the majority of women would not be receptive of a man or their partner of a long-term relationship saying, honey, teach me how to love you. I don't know. I disagree with that.
I do too.
Because I think that after you're in a long-term relationship, people change. Like, I've realized in my marriage that I'm not the same person that I was 20 years ago when we met. We were dating. I'm definitely different. I've matured as a person. I've matured in my emotions. I've matured in my intelligence. I've matured as a parent. I'm not the same person I was when I was 24, 25 years old.
Right.
So, and indeed, he's not either. So I think at some point you do have to take a moment to figure out how to reconnect. So that's my opinion about the first part of that comment or feedback.
All right, and because I did kind of let you guys know that my husband sat me down and asked. So I think that communication, again, is the key. If you don't know how someone wants to be loved, because that your love language might not be my love language. Your love language might be service, and mine is words of affirmation. And you keep doing all this service for me, but haven't said, you did a good job today, Leslie. So I might not feel loved. So you have to sit down and talk. Right. And I don't think I would look at my husband any differently if he didn't ask me. I appreciate him asking me, because that means that he's worried about me being loved.
Right.
All right, so you put a lot in this message.
You did, but we appreciate it.
We do.
Especially, we appreciate the male perspective too, because we get feedback from women. Mm-hmm. We ourselves are women, so we know how we think and feel. So I think it's important to get some male feedback. Also, some of the things that I shared with my husband recently about where I am, I realized, and I told him this, I don't even think I knew what I wanted from you 20 years ago. Right. I didn't know what I wanted for myself 20 years ago. So trying to learn that now. Yeah. So as I'm trying to learn it for myself, he's asking me, well, what do you need me to do? And I need to tell him. Right. And you said something about love languages. So it's like the 5 love languages. It's like, can't your love language change over time?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah.
You get tired of hearing, you did a good job, Leslie. You did a good job, Leslie. You did a good job, Leslie. Now I want to hear you say, or go fix something in the house. Go fix the washing machine. Go fix the dishwasher. Go cut the grass.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
So it could change.
It could change.
But and then the next part, he says that women love to hear words, men understand showing love and lust.
He had
lust and actions
lust in there.
Okay. Women and men are different. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I don't know, you've heard that before.
Say, think like a man.
Right, think like a man. Yeah, so women love to hear words. I like to hear words, but I also like to hear actions. I mean, not hear actions, see actions.
I need both, though.
Yeah.
I was gonna laugh. I was gonna say I need dual stimulation.
This girl's mind.
I do. I need dual stimulation. I need the words and the action.
Because a lot of time words are empty. You could say I love you and then not really mean it. You could be saying a whole bunch of stuff in your mind. I won't say men all the time, but people that cheat all the time, like, I ain't no cheater, I'm faithful to you, and then they leave the house and go do some garbage, you know what I'm saying? So words are empty sometimes, so you probably do need both.
Yeah. Dual stimulation. That's the word for the day. Words for the, see, there's dual, 2 words, 2. Dual. It's more than one.
Done. So done. All right, so let's see here. He says, I do know how to love you. You know how to love us?
Do you? I don't know that I told you how to love me. Or if I told you, were you listening well? Because I don't know.
Did you put your thinking hat on?
Probably not.
Okay.
But let's address the part where he said, it's society has given women a permission slip, so to speak, on how to cry, yell, rant, etc. But if a man acts like that, he's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I think it is more acceptable for a woman to do it.
Right.
But I don't know about like the permission slip. Like it's more acceptable because it's understood that women are emotional beings or emotional,
the weaker being.
But
no.
I don't know that it's acceptable. Somebody just kind of
bust in.
Somebody just trying to bust in. This office is being used right now. But yeah.
I'm sorry, that was way a distraction. I'm gonna have to edit that out. But listen, we understand you men, especially black men, are going through some stuff, and sometimes you do need to cry. And I think us as women need to be that support to go ahead and cry. Okay, it is okay to cry. You can't hold it in. We know you can't change the world. You can't change, anything. You can only change yourself. And we, as wives, are here to help support you and have your back. So if you need to cry, regardless of what society says don't do. You don't have to go sit in the bus stop and cry.
Right.
You can cry at home on her shoulder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that shows vulnerability.
Come to me. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Like, I would like nothing better than for my man to be that transparent in his feelings, where he can just lay his head on my lap or, lay on my shoulder and just say, hey, I had a bad day, or, X, Y, and Z is happening. I'm struggling with whatever it is, but to trust me that intimately and that much that he could be that transparent.
Right. I think that lets her know that you trust her if you can, cry
right
in front of her. It reminded me of that movie. What was that movie? Oh my goodness. Where the dude, his boy got killed, Boys in the Hood, and he came in the house and he was punching in the air and he was crying, and she was just there. She just let him let it out. He was going through a lot, and that's, you gotta let it out.
Right.
So go ahead and cry, babe.
Yeah, cry, babe.
It's okay.
It is.
All right.
He said we both can't be crying and carrying on.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, maybe not at the same time.
We can in the bedroom. We can cry. We just
can get our groove back and have tears roll down our cheeks from the intimacy being so great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We can cry and carry on in that way.
That's gonna be where her mind is always.
I'm sorry.
You can cry. If you crying, I'm gonna cry anyway. If I see you crying and you going through something, I'm gonna cry regardless. And then you could have the other intimate cry too afterwards, because now you're gonna need comfort.
When I cry, you cry, we cry.
Right. She just looked at me. I looked at her like, really? Okay. Yeah. Right. So, when I cry, you cry. When we cry together.
Right. Yeah.
Because we
hold
are
each
one.
other down.
We are one. When you hurt, I hurt. When you cry, I cry. When you happy, guess what? I'm happy. All right.
Bear with one another in love. That's what the word says. I'm
done. I'm so done right now.
Why? Why? I'm just saying.
Because that was super funny to me. Dual stimulation. That's what the words say.
Hey. I mean,
I'm sorry. That was just funny to me.
No filter. I have no filter.
None.
I don't need one though.
You don't have to.
I'm 40-some years old. I can say what I want to say. One of my coworkers today said he
say what you mean to say. That's a white song.
Hence, I don't know it.
You don't know that song?
No. I know very limited.
Say what you mean to say.
Next.
Okay. All right. So we want to thank you again. He's got another one. We're gonna get that on another video. He posed some questions. We're gonna hit those topics for you. No profile needed, because we appreciate you.
Yeah, we did. He gave us a lot to think about and contemplate and respond to.
Yep.
So good looking.
So we want you to like, share, subscribe, and email us. Dear Laurie Leslie at gmail.com.
Instagram is the mic on.ll.
All right, and Facebook. I don't know. I forgot what it was.
We'll get back at you with our Facebook.
We'll put the link below. And again, if you want to follow us, on Google it.
Dear Laurie Leslie. LAURIE LESLIE. Yeah.
You'll be able to find us. We everywhere. All right. So anyway, again, like, share, subscribe. Until next time.
Peace out.
I can't apart. I can't apart. Then I buy a drink and I play a little trick. Soft and dance and shit. I can't apart. I can't apart. Then I buy a drink and I play a little